As the nomination exercise kicked off countrywide, Turkana residents joined in the exercise as early as 6 a.m. However, voters had to be assisted to nominate the preferred candidates for the Orange Democratic Movement Party. The process, however, had a late kick-off, with the returning officers having to recruit translators and additional polling officials. There were also allegations of double voting in some places.
Inafanyika kama kitu ambaye kama mchezo ambaye inafanyika saa hizi. Mtu anaweza foti hapa, anaenda anafoti na msokoni.
In some places, police had to step in to stop a rival group disrupting the exercise.
Doing nominations for two parties at the same time is not really a bed of roses. It is not good because other parties are still doing campaigns which actually should have stopped by yesterday.
And in Samburu County, just like in most places, the nomination exercise delayed to kick off due to the late delivery of ballot boxes and other polling materials. Local residents were camping all morning at the URP polling stations after an official suggested the use of queue voting system to hasten the exercise, a suggestion that did not go down well with the voters who favor the secret ballot.
We are not going to allow. If at all Samburu haijaipata kiongozi ambaye anaweza sema shida zao, basi leo shida zetu zitasikika.
URP polling officials had to converge a crisis meeting to chart the way forward for the nomination exercise in the county. However, in other parts, the voting exercise went on smoothly after polling officials at various centers assured those willing to participate in the exercise that they will extend voting hours to allow for full participation by voters, some of whom had come from far away. Elsewhere in Narok County, voting for nominees on the ODM ticket kicked off on time, with voters turning up at various stations to nominate aspirants for the 6 elective posts. However, voters seeking to nominate leaders on the TNA ticket were a frustrated lot after the exercise failed to kick off due to delays in arrival of ballot materials. Voters opted to use the Mlolongo system of voting to save on time, a situation URP returning officer Joseph Bowen says will be avoided in tomorrow's exercise. Meanwhile, confusion over the late delivery of polling materials was the order of the day in Trans Nzoia and West Pokot counties, with voters waiting for hours for the arrival of the materials. Some ODM aspirants for the county representative seat went unopposed, while those vying for other elective posts complained over missing names on the ballot papers.
Control damage. When things are bad, at least we have to look for a way out. Yeah.
However, a shortage of voting materials for both URP and TNA aspirants sparked off protests in both Trans Nzoia and West Pokot counties. There was also confusion for nominees of ODM and Ford Kenya parties over the dual placement of Cabinet Minister Noah Wekesa's name on both the ODM and Ford Kenya ballot papers in Trans Nzoia County. And from Nandi County, voting also kicked off late, and many voters are said to have returned home without voting. There was also a shortage of ballot papers in many parts of the county. Officials were forced to photocopy the papers. A section of polling centers did not receive ballot papers and ballot boxes. Several nominees on different elective posts on ODM ticket got direct nominations. Industrialization Minister Henry Kosgei got his straight ticket after his opponent, retired Lieutenant General Augustine Cheruyot, decamped to the Federal Party of Kenya over allegations that the ODM Party National Secretariat had annulled the Senate nominations. Agriculture Minister Dr. Sally Kosgei was also nominated unopposed by ODM delegates to vie for the MP in her Aldai constituency. A strong battle is expected between the ODM nominees and 4 URP candidates, who include Sami Choge, Cornelius Sere, Ronald Kiroeng, and Gilbert Nyongi, come the March 4th general election. Violet Atindo for Citizen Live at 9.